Hello, successionaires, and welcome to the show Millionaire Mastermind Institute Live presents. The Institute is a business institute for entrepreneurs and future entrepreneurs. We bring shows that's going to help build and grow you. We bring in experts in all lines of business to give you the expertise that you need to help build and grow you. It's not always about business, but it's always about things needed in business, what you need to do in order to succeed. I'm here today with Miss Fola-Sade Ayabusi, who is a tax expert, and with it being tax season, we decided to bring someone in that's going to give you the information to help you do your taxes, make sure everything you're doing with your taxes is right. So Fola-Sade, how are you doing today, dear?
I'm wonderful, Mr. Murray. Thank you so much for having me.
Well, you know, with all the changes and everything right now that's going on with the tax code and all the new tax laws, and with what they're doing to people who are doing the wrong thing with their taxes now, because with today's technology, it's really making it easy for people to get caught being wrong. Tell us about you. First, tell us about you and your company, and then we're going to get into the discussion of all the tax things they need to do and the laws.
Okay. So, hey everyone, I'm Fola-Sade, the accountant to entrepreneurs. If you don't know who I am yet, I help entrepreneurs and individuals really control their money when it comes down to taxes, accounting, business valuation, and all sorts of financial advice that I give individuals. I'm the owner of Suncrest Financial Services, located here in Largo, Maryland. And Mr. Murray, I'm ready to rock it out.
Well, you know, I'm looking at, because I told you I was with the head tax guy for the state.
Mm-hmm.
And with everything that's going on, because he sure gave some information and hurt a lot of people, but he's doing his job.
Yeah.
You know, you can't do yesterday's ways with today's technology. And those who were doing things then, they're going to get caught. So tell us, let's get into what at least the beginning and the basic stuff that you need when you go to a tax preparer.
Okay. So the first few things that you definitely would need, because times have changed. I remember when clients could have walked in my office and they didn't have to give me their child's social security card, proof of residency, and birth certificate. Nowadays, Mr. Murray, when you walk into that office, you need to have social security card, birth certificate, you need proof of residency, something from either social services or something from the school showing that that child lived with you for that tax year. So things have definitely changed. In addition to that, you need to have a current ID. A lot of people are trying to get bank products or to have the tax preparer take their fee out of their refund. You cannot do that without having an up-to-date ID. So if you walk into my tax office or any other office without your ID, your child's social security card, birth certificate, and proof of residency, they may not be able to serve you.
And if they do, it doesn't mean that you're going to get your tax money that they have prepared for you. And one thing that's going on, and you know, we're really going to get into that heavy, because like I told you, I was with the #1 tax man for the state, and he told us about the law, so we should have a very interesting conversation here tonight. And I'm looking at the fact that people are still doing things wrong and wanting the right results, and it's not that type of party anymore.
Let's get this party started. Right. No, guys, things have definitely changed. And as Mr. Murray mentioned, it's because of technology. They have now all the techniques, all the tools to actually review your tax return at a blink of an eye. It's no longer an individual going over each tax return like it used to be. And to be honest, we're falling for the bait, because by us e-filing, that's allowing them to review our tax return much faster.
Well, with today's technology, see, they used to do it, you know, I go over there,
Yeah.
but now they feed it to a machine.
Yep.
Who has the laws already and everything already keyed in it, and the situations already keyed in, And it's not one-on-one no more. So that's why so many people are getting caught out here trying to do yesterday's tax return with today's technology. And the state of Maryland is not playing.
No.
I was with, like I told you, I was with the state, what's his name? It was the state's assessor.
I cannot pronounce the last name. Frank Colt?
Something like that. I was with him last Wednesday. And he told us already by the end of February, that was a week before the end of February, he told me they already had confiscated 140,000 tax returns.
Yeah, I agree.
140,000 people had filed taxes that had mistakes and errors in them, and they're waiting on their taxes to come back, and he says, I don't think so.
Well, to be honest with you, like you said, they're trying to do old tricks with new technology. And they're not realizing that if the numbers aren't right, the system is going to pull it, and that's what's happening. We have individuals now that are filing a tax return. They're claiming people that aren't within their household, so that's one trigger. So they're also catching up individuals. So let's say, for example, you were to claim somebody else's nephew this year, but someone else claimed them the previous year. Your tax return will probably be the one that gets reviewed this year because of two different individuals in different households claiming the same child,
person, yes.
but for different years. So we have to think about something. You have to be consistent. Consistency is really the key to kind of keep you out of the state of Maryland and IRS eyes, because if you claimed 3 children last year, Mr. Murray, and that child wasn't yours, and you claimed 3 different children this year, that's a red flag. That's a major flag.
And now I'm put some fear in them now.
Okay.
If you've done that in years past, they can go back and get you for your past filings.
Yep.
Do you have any idea what happens when they do catch you in something like that?
Well, first of all, there's no statutory limitations with fraud. If they considered you to have filed a fraudulent tax return, they can go back for years. But what's happening is this, they're going back to 3 years. So most people that ended up getting audited last year, they've also audited the 2013, 2014, and 2015 tax return. But what's really scary about it is that most of the people that are being audited is coming from batches of bad tax preparers. So Maryland have it not out to tax preparers, to be honest with you, but you know, you have your shady ones where every return just look bogus. So now they are auditing the tax preparers, but they're doing it discreetly. They're not knocking on our door and saying you're being reviewed or being audited. They're going to their clients now and auditing all of their tax returns.
You know, I'm looking at the audience we have. We're live, y'all. We have Facebook Live, we have Periscope, and we have a live audience here. And you ought to see the eyes and how people are saying, uh-oh, have I messed up? So I'm telling you, you better get yourself right. Because here's something the tax assessor told me. And I'm talking about the #1 man. He handles the whole state of Maryland. He's got everybody under him. He's saying they have cracked down so hard on tax preparers that it's thousands and thousands of them. Soon as their name, as soon as they do your taxes, it's automatically rejected. Automatically. So make sure you're going to a legit tax preparer. You know, I'm telling you, you don't realize how serious this is, because see, you're dealing with modern technology now. You are dealing with modern technology. Now, and if you want to, here's what I want you to do. If you're watching us live on Periscope or Facebook Live, hit share and share this out there so you can share it with the people who need to hear this, or to your friends and neighbors, so they'll know what's going on. Because trust me, we are putting right now a lot of knowledge on people that have done things incorrect. They should have waited on until my tax is coming next week. I got news for you. It ain't going to happen. Technology has caught up with the crooks. And if you've been I can say dishonest people, or someone done something, they didn't caught up with you. For the first, tax season starting with January, right?
Yeah, January 23rd, yes.
For the first 2 months, they've already held up 140,000 tax returns.
Yes. but they prevented over $170 million fraud. So we have to think about something.
Wow.
If our state is being robbed because of tax refunds, what's happening? It's taken away from our children, our infrastructure. This is why we got so many potholes and I have to change my tires 3 times a year.
Yeah.
Because the money is going to people that have filed fraudulent tax returns. Hey guys, I just want to say hi to everybody that's on Periscope or Facebook for mine. So just hi guys. Sorry.
Yeah. And well, okay, we can name a few. We've got Travis out there. We've got Lakonga, Janora, Jessie J, Aisha, Sabrina, Don, Anisha. We have here Miss G, Miss Murray, and we just have, I'm not going to do the whole audience, y'all, because we'd be here for a minute. But we're telling everyone hello, thank you, but please share, hit share. You know, don't do it once. You can say, well, I'll wait 5 or 10 more minutes, I'm going to do it again, because you got new people coming on, or coming in on, just logging on to Facebook and Periscope. And this is very vital information. This is not something that you're going to see on an everyday show. And we're giving you the information and knowledge. Now, we're talking about personal and business.
Yep.
Let's talk a little bit about the business taxes and what they need for those who have a business and they're filing their taxes.
Okay, so now for all y'all know I'm the accountant to entrepreneur, so I get my palms get sweaty and everything. So I'm excited. But guys, you know what? This is really the time that we have to start knuckling up and really doing what we signed up to do. We didn't sign up to operate our businesses in paper receipts and boxes and, stuff of that nature. We have to start acting like the big boys and have our financial statements. Because to be honest with you, if you were to be audited, the first 3 things that the Internal Revenue agent will ask you for is your financial statements, okay, your bank statements, and any receipts to corroborate your deductions. So if you don't have your bank statements, your receipts, or your financial statements, guess what? The Internal Revenue agent, because it's up to their discretion, remember, it's really nobody over top of them. Right. They can completely negate all of your business expenses. See, that's what individuals and small business owners don't realize. If we don't have the bank statements, if we don't have the receipts, if we don't have the financial statements, they can negate all of our expenses.
And I know I keep saying, I probably said 2 or 3 times in the first 10 minutes, quit trying to beat modern technology. You cannot beat, they have a whole, you gotta realize, they've got professionals out there building technology just to catch those that have been dishonest. Modern technology now has put a damper on those who were dishonest. It's catching up with, it has caught up with you. If you don't want to lose your business, they can shut your business down. Down. They can come and tell you are no longer licensed and permitted to run and operate your business, and they are doing that.
Mr. Murray, most individuals don't realize the code specifies proper record keeping. If you are not properly keeping the records for your business, yes, you can be shut down. And it's serious. It's against the law to not have your bank statements and your receipts and your financial statements. Actually, you're not even supposed to have a business tax return even prepared without those 3 things.
Now, one thing, let's talk about something that a lot of people aren't doing. They have these little home businesses and they're doing this. Explain to them the importance of an ISN number. The tax number you gotta have.
Okay. So, I agree and I agree and disagree with that. So you really don't have to have a tax identification number to operate any type of business. If you want to utilize the business, we'll operate the business under your full name. So for example, Mr. Murray said he wanted to start a sole proprietorship today. You can just wake up and say, I'm Will Murray, you can bill me at this, and here's my social security number to issue my 1099s to the Internal Revenue Service. You're good to go. However, you have to have the receipts, the financial statements, and the bank statements to back it up.
Right, okay.
Right. But I recommend everyone to register their businesses not as a sole proprietorship, but as an LLC, and to get that tax ID number.
Yes.
Because you want individuals to not know your social security number. You don't want to operate your business strictly around your name unless you're a CPA, attorney, you know, something of that sort. But it actually protects yourself from identity theft. But most importantly, it shows the state, it shows IRS that you are attempting to operate a legitimate business.
Right.
Okay? But if you are a home-based business, we do not have to have a EIN number, but you have to have the records. So it always goes back to the records now. Because what's happened is that the IRS can see through your transactions if you attempted to operate that business. So regardless if you have an EIN number or not, if the bank statements don't back you up.
Here's the reason that you want to get a tax number, an EIN, and go LLC. You know, everybody's out there trying to get over. You got dishonest people in everything you do. If you're doing a home-owned business, and you're doing it out of your house, and you invite me in as a client to do something, and I slip and fall, I own your house now. I'm going to sue you. But see, when you're doing LLC or INC and all I can get is from your company, not personally you.
Yes.
And see, people don't realize the dangers that you're taking when you don't have a tax number. And I come in your house and fall, or I come in your business, your office, and I fall and I trip or something, and I sue you. I'm getting your house, your car, and sometimes maybe if it's a woman, your husband, or if it's a man, your wife. But oh, now somebody said, yeah, take it. Okay, now see the audience is getting into it now. But see, you don't realize. You know the biggest problem of today that people don't realize, and it's a word that I'm starting to use a lot in my presentation when I'm teaching. The word is consequences.
Yeah.
For every action or something you do, there is a consequence. Protect yourself from the consequences. That's why we say go legit. For what little bit you're going to get for that short period of time of being dishonest, like a question I always ask, is you getting over 10 times worth you getting caught once? Are you getting over that 10 times worth you getting caught once?
No, because that once might be all the 10 times.
Bam.
Yes, no. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. But you know, Mr. Murray, I didn't know you were hitting on a topic in regards to liability. And just to tell your audience, I am a licensed insurance broker in the state of Maryland. And Mr. Murray is exactly right. If you are a home-based business, or if you're not a home-based business and you operate your business and you have an event at your home, if somebody slip up, the liability is yours.
That's right.
And if you have not told your homeowner's insurance that you are operating a business, then guess what? You're not protected.
You're right. You just killed your insurance, your home insurance. So you think, well, I got home insurance. No, not
It's a breach of contract, actually.
Right.
It's a breach of contract.
Unless you let them know you have a home-based business.
Yep, exactly. You're supposed to let your homeowner's insurance know that you're operating a home-based business, straight out. And they're going to add more money to your premium, but deal with it.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's worth it.
Yep.
It's truly worth it. So, I mean, you know, and right now, entrepreneurship, especially with the greatest growing population of entrepreneurs, look at you smiling. I haven't even said it yet. I haven't even said it yet. You smiling already. Are black women. Black women are the largest growing right now of businesses in the country. We got people coming online. Hello, Tressa, Prophet, JB, Tyco 71, Miss Lakeisha Jackson, Luciana, be sure to share. Hit share.
Luciana just shared.
Thank you,
Very
guys.
good. Thank you.
so
Yes.
much.
Because see, we can't build and grow and do this and make this successful without you. This is about you. Like I tell people, here's the thing about the Millionaire Mastermind Institute. It's not an I or me thing. It is a total we thing. And you can go onto our website at mminstitute.info. Find out what we're doing. Last month alone, we did 15 events for you to learn and see what's going on within the Institute. We bring experts in, and if you have a problem, anything dealing with business, and you have a question, give it to us. We'll answer your question for you. We'll answer it for you. Don't care what it is. If we don't know, we'll ask somebody. So I'm telling you, you know, if you're just tuning into the Institute for one time, you are learning and realizing what it is we're offering you. It's an institute, y'all. We're right now in one of the studios that we have for the Institute. So I mean, this is for you. If you have questions, give us a question, and Ms. Fola-Sade will answer it for you. So we're telling you, we're here for you. Get to know the Millionaire Mastermind Institute. We do these almost weekly. I have 2 radio shows that you can tune into and get information for. And Ms. Fola-Sade, you're talking about a tax lady. It don't get no better than her. She's got answers. Because everything has changed within the last 3 or 4 months when it comes to taxes.
1 month, actually.
Yeah, really.
Yeah, it was just like we were kind of bombarded. But to be honest with you, we did this. We did this.
Yeah, really.
The tax preparers, the taxpayers, all of us, we contributed to this headache that we're all enduring right now.
Well, it's not a headache, really. Because what they're doing is stopping the people who weren't being totally honest.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, I mean, everything changes, especially with today, and I keep saying modern technology, because right now, here's the thing. With today's technology, ignorance is a choice.
Oh, yeah.
It's a choice. Google, you can find almost anything. Just go to Google and type it in and bam. If something you don't understand, go to YouTube. Type it in, somebody has put a video out there talking about it. Go to Mr. M.R.W. Murray on YouTube and look at all my videos I have on there just teaching you business.
Yeah. It's a lot that's out there.
And so, and we're growing. We travel, we're mobile. You know, I do a lot of things here, but we're mobile. We'll come to you if you have a business or you have an organization and you need something, you contact the Institute. If you say, well, I need a tax lady, well, bam, I got one for you. You need someone that's going to teach you about marketing and branding your business. Bam, I got somebody. We're like a shopping mall. You know, you go to a shopping mall, you got a shoe store, you got a ladies' clothing store, you got a plus size store, you got one for this and one for that store. Well, that's what the Institute is. We're like a shopping mall. Ms. Fola-Sade has been on my show, my radio show now twice, and now I have her live TV. Because we want to give you the information you need. And right now, this is very important. Don't go out there and get a fly-by. Well, my cousin does taxes.
Oh, that's what I hear all the time. With no high school diploma, no
right.
college
And
degree,
now you wondering, well, yeah, and she got me back $35, she got me back $5,000. Yep. Yeah, okay, she might did that last year, but this year, you in trouble.
Yep. You know, Mr. Murders, talk on that. 2 weeks ago, I had a new client come in my office. She was audited by Maryland for 2013, 2014, and 2015 taxes. But what was very annoying to me, and I have to say annoying, and you guys may agree or disagree with me in that sense, was because after she already know the tax preparer did some fraudulent stuff on her tax return that she was so naive to, because nobody really knows this stuff but the professionals, right?
Right.
So after her being audited for all 3 years, her owing the state of Maryland close to $30,000.
Wow.
Guess what? She still walked into my office and wanted for me to throw something on her tax return because she was owing. And I blatantly told her, you know what? I cannot help you today. You should not even go to anyone else that is going to throw anything on your tax return because you will be audited for the next 5 years. And it was just kind of devastating to see that you already at $30,000 in the hole. Why do you want to continuously put yourself in a deeper hole for extra $3,000? It just doesn't make sense. So you, Mr. Moore, you have a long way to go because we have to change their mindset.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
We have to change their mindset because their mindset is perceived that they deserve this. They have the right to do this. But see, what they don't understand is that the only right they have is to work and the right to pay taxes.
Right.
That's it. Hey, home carepreneur, how are you, love?
Hello, Camille Davenport, home carepreneur. All the ones we've done so far, yes.
Yep, we've done everybody.
And so, but we're getting any questions.
Yeah.
If you have any questions, post them, and we'll answer your questions for you. So if you have any questions, post them. Right now, hit share, and so you can put it out there to other people. But any questions out there, just go ahead and type it in, and we'll answer your questions.
So you have some work to do.
Yes.
You have work to do.
Yes.
See, I don't focus on the mindset. I focus on the numbers.
Well, see, that's my expertise.
Yes, your expertise.
My
So
expertise
you got
in my
work to do.
institute is I teach the thought and action process
Exactly.
to success. Because here's the thing. Everything that happens to you happens through you. It is the choices you make. It is your choices. And the first thing you must learn is the proper mindset. Thought.
Yep.
Everything that happens to you first goes through thought. Don't blame the IRS when you get jammed. Don't blame the state's tax assessor when you get jammed. Look in the mirror. That image in the mirror is who you blame.
You know, how would I say this?
Point blank, baby. Point
How would
blank.
I say this? I have a lot of work to do as well. Because when I think about it and I sit down and I explain to all of my clients, you know, why their refund was this amount or why they're owing this amount, my newer clients that I ask, oh, did your accountant ever show you this information, or whoever did your tax, did they ever explain it to you? No.
95+% just sign it.
Just sign it.
Oh,
Just
they got
sign
me
it.
money. Oh yeah, just sign it.
How much is it? 3,000? Yeah. You know, and I don't want you guys to think that taxes is something that you cannot review. You have to review your taxes because, to be honest, guys, you are solely 100% responsible for everything that is on your taxes. Hey Franklin, hey Henry, how are you? Henry, thank you for sharing up the video. I really appreciate it. But as the taxpayer, you are 100% responsible for everything that goes onto your taxes. I don't care if you hire me or if you have Mr. William do your taxes or whoever does it.
Mr. William ain't gonna do your taxes, man.
I know you're not.
I
But I would
got
just give an example of somebody that you should not have to do your taxes. But if that's the case, you are still responsible. So you cannot walk around blaming such and such. Oh, you know, such and such referred me to that person, and that's why. No, it's because you didn't review it. So guys, if you don't take anything else out of this conversation that me and Mr. Murray is having, make sure you review your own taxes. Make sure you ask questions.
And when you do, you make sure you file put your taxes away somewhere for years in case you do get audited.
Oh yeah.
Don't tell IRS don't want to. Well, I can't find them. I don't know where I put it. Don't worry, they got you.
See, and that's the funny part about it is you have to keep it. Those, you know, taxes is one. I don't really, by law, they don't consider taxes your permanent record. Okay, you know, permanent records are something that you keep for a lifetime. That's your Social Security card, stuff like that. But your tax return is something that you keep for a minimum of 10 years. And if you know you did some fraud stuff, any of you that's listening or watching it right now, you need to keep it for a lifetime.
Yes.
Because if you were to be audited, then you have to be able to show face. See, because when IRS pull your return, they're not going to give you the copy that explain your deductions. No. They're going to give you the copy that don't explain your deductions. And so you can be looking so confused and puzzled while you're at the audit table. So it's really up to you to, one, corroborate your expenses, two, protect yourself. Remember, taxes is something that will never do away with. For the rest of your life, the only thing that we're guaranteed is to die and pay taxes. So with that being said, if it's that serious between life or death, why are we constantly playing?
Well, A lot of people don't realize that one word I told you, the most powerful word is consequences.
Consequences, yep.
Consequences. So we're not trying to scare y'all. We're really just trying to educate you, let you know what's going on, how things are changing, and you can't keep doing what you've been doing. You know, they have thousands of people putting together what it takes to make sure you be honest.
You know what, Mr. Murray? I'm about to kill it right here. Most individuals don't know that Internal Revenue Service have a DIF system. It's an electronic system. It's technology, and it actually can connect the dots between your tax return and your assets. So many of you thinking that, oh, the Internal Revenue Service have no idea that I have a car note. They have no idea that I have this expense, when they actually know almost everything about you. Your IRS agent can intrinsically calculate your net worth. And if your net worth does not match what you're reporting on your tax return, that's when you're going to get that CP 2000 saying that it's underreporting your income. But secondly, what it shows is that if your income is too low and you were never late on any expenses, you have income somewhere else that you're not being reported. So guys, we cannot think that we can cheat the streets, because look, you can't even cheat the streets, let alone the IRS.
Well, hello, Josh. One of my good friends out there, Josh Silverstone, that joined us online. Thank you, Josh. Just share it out, Josh. You know, Fola-Sade, people have to realize that times are changing, and they got to change with the times. And people say, well, no, Uncle Sam don't know. Let me tell you something. You have a credit card, they know. If you use it, they know. If you go to the grocery store and they say, well, what is your zip code? Mm-hmm. They know. Mm-hmm. You got to realize everything that you do right now is recorded.
And tracked.
And believe it or not, even the TV channels that you watch on television, they know. How do you think you get commercials? Or if you go online and you, like, let's do Facebook. Let's go Facebook. And you see there are commercials advertised right beside your post. And you say, oh, what? They know. Mm-hmm. They know what you watch, what you buy, what you do. Modern technology. And you can't beat the system.
No.
Quit trying to beat the system. The jail is full of people trying to beat the system.
You know, I think what's happening is that I think that most of us perceive that they're out, that they cannot be touched. Oh, well, my money is small. They're not going to come after me. Major misconception. Let me debunk that myth right now. Do you know with a $10,000 lien from IRS, they can actually foreclose your house, repossess your house. They can also snatch your Social Security and your investment account. They can also now garnish your wages as well. And it's embarrassing, but just because you actually forced yourself to obtain a refund when you weren't supposed to. So why do dirt today that's going to hunt you tenfold in a year or two from now? It's not even worth it.
Like they say, don't do the crime if you can't do the time. And so, you know, I mean, now we got a lot of people out there just terrified because they can say, oh God, I've been doing this all this time, and now they go get me. Yes, they go get you.
Eventually.
Yeah, eventually. So just straighten up now and hope that they don't catch you for the next 3, 4, 5 years, and you might say, okay, I'm good. But I've been honest all these last few years, you know, so I'm good.
Yeah. Well, see, this the thing about it is that if, like I mentioned previously, if they think you committed fraud, they can pull up every year that they want.
Yeah,
and so what individuals don't understand is that it's not IRS, it's the agent that really matters the most. They control your destiny.
They do.
It's not a main unit, it's the person that's going to sit in your office, collect your paperwork, or is it going to be the person that you're on the phone with that controls your future? And if they ask you for paperwork that you cannot present, and if they ask you questions about your business, so-called business that you cannot answer, then what happens? It's up to them. It's hard to kind of appeal what the agent actually stamped.
Don't lose your future for a few dollars.
Nope.
I'm talking about your future.
Yeah.
And your children's future. Because if you have a home that you're planning on using and passing on, don't use that, like I say, because remember, I want y'all to write down and keep it on your wall through your house the word consequences. Oh, Lindsay McKinney says, go Sade. Hey, I'm telling you, she laying something on you, y'all. I just love this lady. Because she's helped me so much with my business, my taxes, and everything I'm doing to make sure I'm dotting my I's and crossing my T's. When you get a good tax preparer, take advantage of it. Yeah. Pay what they charge you. Because, see, Uncle Sam don't mind putting you in jail because he's making money off you while you're doing your time. If you think I ain't not asked Cuba Gooding. I should say that.
Hey, look, that's what makes it fun. It's true.
And they said, well, Donald Trump, but he's not showing. You know why Donald Trump is not? I'm not going to do that. But why he is not showing you his taxes? Because he hasn't filed any. He hasn't paid any. He had found a loophole where he can go 20 years without people saying, well, show your tax return. What tax return? He filed it 1 year that gave him the rights where he ain't got to file for 20 years. So no, there are no tax returns for him.
See, what's scary is that most people perceive, that the rich don't pay taxes. Well, they just have the money to play game with the taxes.
The loopholes.
They have money to play with the loopholes. And the loopholes are out there for all of us to benefit from, but you guys are still trying to do it yourself. You're still trying to cheat the system, so you're not learning the right way to do things. So, like, for example, one of my audience asked me before, well, what is an instrument, or what could I do to avoid taxes? And there are financial instruments, insurance instruments that you can flood $200,000 to $300,000 in and never pay a lick of taxes on. But we are in that realm.
I listened to a program this morning that a gentleman was talking about how this rich guy gave his 14-year-old daughter a $5 million party and was able to claim it on. How do you spend $5 million on a birthday party?
It's not even about that. Yeah, I don't agree with the $5 million. But if you're smart, remember how we mentioned the home-based businesses, right? If you were to be able to connect the dots between everything that you do personally, I'm talking about a direct correlation between everything that you do personally to your business. That's the way. That's the only way to beat the code. That's the only way to beat the system. There are things you can claim, y'all, that you don't know that's legit. You can claim to help you where you can. But the trick is making your life your taxes.
Yes.
That's the trick.
Here's something that I tell everyone, and I know I got to in my pocket because everywhere I go, it goes. Oh. Every day, see this little book? Every day, I'm writing down what I'm spending, whether or not it's personal or it's business. Like and I come home, I said, honey, here's what I spent today. And she goes in and puts it in, whether it's my personal or it's my business. But every day, write down, here's the thing, see, people don't realize how important it is, and I have one, and here's another one you write down and keep in your house where you can see it every day. If you think it, ink it. You want to save yourself a hassle and an aggravation? If you think it, ink it. If you go out and spend money, you say, well, I'm going to the grocery store, and you spent $20, or write it down. So at the end of the week, you can say, okay, this is what I spent for the household. This is what I spent when I went to work. Because some things you can claim, partial.
Oh, yeah.
But you're not claiming the partial that you can claim. You could even claim part of your mileage.
Oh, yeah.
But people don't think like that.
No.
And it's just little things you can do to help you that you're not doing. You'd rather tell the tax man, you handle it.
Yep.
And he said, okay, I can get you some money back. He's charging you $300, $400, $500. And you said, well, he's getting me back $5,000. Yes, he is. But he's also putting you in the chance, well, who's got to do the time if you get caught? He's not going to do your time.
He's not.
Because he's too busy doing his time.
And then most of them run away to different states.
Yeah.
They come and, it's a group of them that are in cahoots with one
I
another.
told you the tax assessor told us that he confiscated how they're closing down all these fly-by-night tax preparers.
Well, they implemented, they're one of the few states that have their own examination that you have to pass. One. So it's quite a bit of us that have already taken the exam and passed it. But that was one of the ways that they implemented to try to reduce it. I don't think that they thought that it was going to continue at the fast pace that it's going. But our biggest problem is TurboTax. They are using TurboTax to do the taxes, because when you purchase software like I have, you cannot purchase it without having a EFIN, okay? And that's given to you by the Internal Revenue Services, saying that you're capable of electronically filing and doing people's tax returns. Not just a P10, but an EFIN. And these softwares that professionals like myself use, it requires you have one. So the fraudsters know that. They know they can never purchase the legitimate software, so what do? They set up shop and log in and do everybody's taxes via TurboTax. So that's another reason why when you go to those fly-by-nights, they never have their names on the returns, because they don't even have the capabilities of putting their name on the returns. It's a mess.
It's a new day. What's that song? It's a new dawn. It's a new day.
Yeah.
It's a new day, y'all. It's a new way.
Look, I'm excited to be here, and I'm just hoping that the audience take heed of everything that we're telling them. It's, because taxes is our biggest detriment to our wealth. And if we have any entrepreneurs here that's listening to us and that's in the audience right now, if you are an entrepreneur, it's imperative that you know something about taxes or hire the best in the business, because every year you make $100,000, you subject to $15,300 in self-employment taxes. And if you're not tracking those little expenses like you just mentioned, like the mileage and your meals and all that stuff, if you're not doing your own part, you're going to always pay a lot of taxes, and you're going to always end up never being able to achieve the financial goals that you want, because guess who's in your pocket? Uncle Sam. But if you were to track your mileage, have your little booklet for my baby boomers that's out here, take Mr. Murray's advice, have your
You go to a dollar store, they're 3 for $1. But look, now you spend $1 for 3 books of paper, right?
And you got your business, look, that's your little business card.
Yeah, and everything. I'm telling you, this goes in my pocket before my money does, because this saves me money.
It does.
It saves me aggravation. And when I give her my papers to do my taxes, everything's right there. And I make it easy for her and correct for me, because like I told you, I can't do no time, y'all. I'm too old now to be trying to go to jail.
But who want to be embarrassed like that? See, it's not only just about the jail part. It's about if your job, get a whiff of it. And I do payroll here in Maryland, and I hear what my clients say a lot. The moment anyone gets any type of garnishment, they want to fire them. They find out ways to let them go. Because it shows that you lack integrity. It shows that you're willing to cheat the system. So your job is like, okay, well, you want to arrest me.
Because if you're going to steal from them, you'll steal from me.
So with that being said, we have to understand that everything that we do, my sister always said this, everything that we do today reflects our tomorrow.
No doubt.
If you're going to cheat the system today, it's going to reflect on your lifestyle tomorrow.
Yes, it is. And here's the thing about that. Do you realize it's easier to be honest than it is to be dishonest? It is. Yes, because when you're dishonest, you got to look over your shoulder. See, I want to walk down the street and be proud and strut. I don't want to be looking over my shoulder. Only time I'm going to look over my shoulder is just see who looked at me. Who's saying, oh, that's nice. Y'all know y'all be watching us, just like we be watching y'all. Y'all be watching. Y'all ain't playing, you know what I'm saying? So.
Ms. Murray, with my businesses, we have to start operating like we're big corporations. We have to track our expenses. We have to know what's coming in, what's going out, not only for tax purposes, but for our purposes. The most successful companies use their finances as leverage. If you only have $100 in the bank and you know what you can work with, right? But if you don't know you only have $100 and you call such and such and say you want to buy this, Your card declined, no way to
That's
negotiate,
embarrassing.
no form of leverage. You have to start understanding that what you don't know about your money or your taxes, right, can haunt you. So I think Franklin Brown has a question. It says,
he has an older parent that he's providing partial income for. Can he claim that on his taxes?
that's a really, really good question, Franklin. Now I have to ask you two questions. Does your older parent reside with you?
Yes, she does.
If she resides with you, go ahead on and claim.
Because she is a, what you call benefit? I mean, what is it the word I'm looking for?
Dependent.
Dependent.
Mhm.
Yeah, she's a dependent. So very good question,
And
Franklin.
that will
Very
also-
good question.
That's a really good question. So if your parent lived with you, everyone that's listening, you have a right to claim them. And I've said this before, if anybody is living with you and they don't have a substantial income and they're mooching off of you, not the parents now, we ain't saying the parents mooching off of you, but if we have the nephew, the uncle, the niece, the brother, the cousin that's living with you and they don't have substantial income, any one of you can claim them, especially if you can show proof that they've lived with you for 6 months or more.
And here's something I want to point out to y'all that I'm very adamant about, and I talk about and teach a lot. If you have a business, I don't care how small it is, stop using your personal checking account for your business. You open up a business account.
Yes.
Every month, when my statement comes in, I give it to my wife. Everything, I don't pay cash. I always use my business credit card.
I like that.
That way, I've got a record. Because every month when I look and say, my bank statement tells me that I bought this that time, I spent this on that time, and I did this. Stop using your personal account for your business.
Remember we talked about liability about 30 minutes ago?
Yeah.
So when you use your personal account or for business or your business account for personal purposes, it can deplete your corporate veil of protection.
Right.
Okay?
I'm telling you. You
So-
heard what she said.
Yeah, so I'm gonna say that again. So if any of you are using your personal account for business or business account for personal, it can pierce your corporate veil, your protection. So what can happen is, so let's say for example, any of you apply to get a loan and you don't handle your money properly. You're not doing what Mr. Murray here and keeping everything under the business. If you were to default on that loan, right, and the judge requests your personal and business tax return and see the influx of transfers and this and that, they can now say you're 100% liable for the debt instead of only being 10% personally liable. You see? So you've broken the corporate veil because you showed the judge that you wasn't operating as a business. You were operating as a personal.
Yeah, right.
As a person.
Now, Fola-Sade, I want to thank you for coming on there.
Mm-hmm.
I truly, truly do. This is truly a blessing. And I know the
So
audience, we got the
I'll
audience
avoid
out there.
that
Huh?
I'll avoid that
We got,
first.
yeah, because here's the thing. Oh, and I got NN Blessed is on, Tyra Gardner,
Hey, everybody.
Russell Price, Jaretta Speaks, and the audience, anybody in the audience have any questions real quick?
You know, when you're having fun, time flies.
It does. Now, Fola-Sade, here's something. How can people reach you if they want more information?
Well, Mr. Murray, for anyone, if you want to reach me, you can call the office, 202-618-1297.
Do it again.
It's 202-618-1297. If you prefer to check me out online, go to bit.ly/Fola-Sade, which is FOLASADE taxes.
Do it
So
again.
it's bit.ly/Fola-Sade taxes. And Fola-Sade is spelled FOLASADE.
I want to thank you for coming on there. I always tell you,
Amazing.
I love you and ain't nothing you can do about it.
Look, like I said, time flies. Whole hour, guys.
Yeah,
Like, was it an
yeah.
hour?
But let me do this little quick commercial for the Institute.
We have another question.
Yes.
Can
yes.
my mother claim her Social Security for taxes if I claim her?
Ooh, that's a really, really, really good question. Now, my question to you is, do your mom have any other income outside of Social Security
And her
benefits?
And her age, but that age is how much money you can make if you're 65 or 66.
No.
No, it's called your modified adjusted gross income. It has nothing to do with your age.
She said no.
So she don't have any other income. So no, she don't have to. Now, ask me this: does she do voluntary federal taxes withheld? Because if she did, if she paid federal taxes voluntarily, then you want to file to get that money back.
Someone says I have a familiar tax lien. Ooh, can you repeat it because I missed it? It's on Periscope. It doesn't stay long.
Yeah, you know this thing.
Can you repeat that question?
Yeah, so if your mom doesn't have any additional income outside of the Social Security and she didn't pay federal estate taxes, she don't have to file that. You can completely claim her. And it's no reason for her to file because the Social Security or Social Security would not be taxable. So it'll be like wasting money. But if you're like my uncle's mother that have annuities and Social Security and the annuity paid taxes, ding, 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 you want to file so you can get her money back.
Fola-Sade gave you a way for you to reach her. So
Yep.
all you got to do is call Fola-Sade at, what's the name of your company?
Suncrest Financials. You can call us at 202-618-1297.
And it has been a blast, y'all, but let me tell you what the Millionaire Mastermind Institute is doing. And I'm going to show you, like, we're going to let you know, like I said, when you go to our website, you'll see everything we've got lined up that we're doing. But we got all these events and the radio shows. You can call in, ask questions, Monday night, let's say Tuesday night. And write the number up there, so I can't remember it.
Are you familiar with a tax lien?
Oh, yes. Very familiar with the tax lien. Yes.
Okay, there's another part to the question. I think she's doing it in sections.
But we're running out of time, y'all, so you got to call her personally for her to be able to do that because our hour is up. I want to tell you everything that we're doing on the Millionaire Mastermind Institute. March. Mark this down.
Real quick, can they just finish that question? How does a tax lien work?
What do they mean? How does it work? See, that's very vague. First off, even if you get on monthly installment plans and if the amount isn't sufficient, it will not remove the tax lien. One. Okay, so there's a major misconception out there. If you automatically sign up for an arrangement, that is fine. If it's not substantial, if it's not enough, it's not going to work. Okay. Secondly, they're one of the most difficult things to actually do away with because it's challenging to even get it on there. So to get it removed after you've paid it is the challenge, actually. But when it comes down to tax liens, I need kind of like a more direct question.
Yeah, well, you want to call Fola-Sade for her to answer you. She's waiting on y'all to call.
It's too vague.
She's waiting on you to call so she can give you the answer to your question. But now here's what I want to tell you I want you to do. Mark your calendar for March the 25th here at the Institute at 8101 Sandy Spring Road, Suite 290 in Laurel, Maryland. We're having an event. You know, we have 3 divisions in the Institute. We have a youth division where we teach youth about business. We have a senior citizens division where we teach seniors about business. And we have a general just for, when we're just teaching. But age limit doesn't matter. You can come to any event we have. You don't have to be a senior to come to a senior event, but we slow stuff down that we teach for the seniors and special things we teach them. Because, they don't get the internet and all this technology as quick as other ones do. But March the 25th, the youth division, we're having a college prep, and entrepreneurship event here. We're going to teach how to get grants, how to get scholarship, all about college life, how to fill out the application, about classes. We're going to teach you about entrepreneurship, which is my expertise. But the college prep is the main thing. Oh, and now this is the second one. We did it February the 18th, and it was standing room only. So we had to do it again for the people who couldn't get here and couldn't get in. For the first one, we had standing room only. We sold
I was
out.
supposed to be there.
So we're telling you, go to mminstitute.info, which is the website. Or if you want to go ahead and obtain your tickets right now, it's not a whole lot of money. It is very affordable. Go to MMEvent7, the number 7, MMEvent7.eventbrite.com. That's Eventbrite, BRITE.com. So that's MMIevent7.eventbrite.com. We're telling you, get your tickets now because we are going to sell out again early. And it's very affordable. Y'all, we're just charging $10. And we're going to help you get scholarships. We'll give you websites because every year there are millions of dollars left that these people, these companies want to give you. And you don't fill out the application right, or you don't know about it and you don't apply for it. We're going to give you all of that. March 25th here at the Institute from 9 to 1. So you're going to get the chance to come and talk to Ellen Ballard, who's the expert, has been teaching and giving away all this information for years. And she is going to truly give you information that you will not get anywhere else. We're also having an event the third Friday, which is the 17th, right here at the Institute, from 6:30 to 8:30. What's the name? I forgot. What's the name of it? It's just third Friday roundtable, 6:30 p.m. to 8:30 p.m. Right here at the Institute. We're going to do what we call a business roundtable. We're going to troubleshoot businesses. We're going to talk business. And we're going to help you, and we want you to come in and tell us what you're doing that's successful so other businesses can pick up what you're doing to help them grow, and we're going to help you with information on how you can grow. That is totally free. Here at the Institute, 8101 Sandy Spring Road in Laurel, Maryland, 20707. And on Tuesday evenings, I do an hour free session where we bring in experts of every field of business. All you have to do is dial in from where you are. The number is 218-548-0510, and the code is 1950#, 1950. The number is 218-548-0510, and the code, the tune in is 1950#. And that's free. You can call in, and we do business and we talk business, and a lot of business is done on that call because you get a chance to ask questions to the experts of all professions of business. You get a chance also to advertise your business, which is national. We have people tuning in to Far West Honolulu, Total West Coast, Texas, Chicago, Florida, Carolina. So you get a chance to advertise your business. You're seeing what we're doing at the Institute. We're here for you. It is a we thing, baby. So we're telling you, tune in and get what you need because we're here. And Fola-Sade, darling, they tell you that the first million is always the hardest to make. After you make your first million, the second million falls right in line. I'm giving you $1 million. So you are now a millionaire, and so now all you gotta do is start working on your second million, because the first million is right there.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I like this.
I want to thank everyone for tuning in.
I'm jealous.
You.
They want to know if they can call Fola-Sade after the show about tax lien.
Yeah, if you can just call me in the morning, that'd be best. Because it's late. Yeah, it's late. Call anytime from 9 until 6, 202-618-1297.
And we truly want to thank everyone for tuning in. Stay focused in and tuned into the Millionaire Mastermind. If you want to reach the Institute, you can call 240-619-2019. That's 240-619-2019, and we'll get back to you within 24 hours to help you and guide you. And when you go on our website, you see everything we've got. You'll see the shows we're doing, the classes that we do, and we're telling you, come on board. A lot of times some of the classes are free, and a lot of them are so affordable. They're so affordable.
You know what, to be honest with you, it's no need for you all to try to do it by yourself anymore.
You can't.
You can't. So the opportunities that, you know, Mr. Murray presented here, and, you know, he's well connected, guys, too. So, yeah, you don't want to miss out on your opportunity. And stop trying to do it alone. Stop trying to do your taxes alone. Stop trying to build your business alone. We cannot do it alone. So check out the Institute.
We're here for you. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. And until next week, God bless, and keep working on your road to success. Good night, and God bless.